This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Welcome to DBL. It's Tuesday, September 14th, the first week of our 5th year on the air. Let's just put our hair back on that. I'm Tori.
Can't do that.
No, you can't. I'm Tori here with Al and Jeff. Let's get started. Speaking of hair and fashion, as I'm sure many of you have seen, it was fashion's big night at the Met Gala, and we've got all the looks that caught our eye. Are you ready? Let's start with this. Kim Kardashian may have stolen the show in this black Balenciaga look. It covered up her entire body, including her face, but still everyone knew it was her. Thoughts?
You know what? I want to hate it, but I kind of like it.
Me too, Jeff. Yes. Why do you like it?
Well, I don't know. I like the theme that she's going for. We don't know if it was her at the Kanye, right, at the listening party. She was in the thing. So I think she's like doing a theme here, right?
With
she's
the
covering her
shroud.
face. But that just looks kind of cool. It's different. It caught my eye.
I thought it looked cool. First of all, it's like when you go to one of those fancy restaurants and they give you your lemon and it's in that black bag. So the seeds won't get everywhere. That's a real fancy steakhouse. Like,
I know what you mean.
You're like, oh, I'm not paying for
your shrimp. You do it over your shrimp. That's
yeah,
right.
honestly, I just liked it because I think it's a bigger thing, Jeff. I think she's saying she's dead inside without Kanye.
I think she's mourning. I agree with you. Let's talk about it later.
Wow.
Continue. J-Lo got the theme right. Thank you for understanding the assignment. She wore this dark brown Ralph Lauren urban cowboy look with a plunging neckline. Guys, the theme was Americana. So Ralph Lauren, cowboys, fur, even though I wish it was fake fur, that look is very, it understands the assignment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Americana at its best with the hat.
You know, Tori, as I'm looking at this, I think that one might have supplanted Kim. I think I like
You
that
like
one
the J-Lo
best.
better?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, interesting. Now, everyone's talking, though, about this masked kiss between her and Ben.
No.
There's no need for that.
There's no need for this.
No, I'm kind of over the Ben and Jen reboot.
They just started.
I'm already off the train.
You're off the train?
Yeah, let me off. I'm getting off in Switzerland. You keep going.
Were you ever on the train?
I was on in Italy for a little bit.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
it went too
In
far
Venice.
north,
Now we went off. All right,
Okay.
you were good with Venice. All right, let's go to Billie Eilish. She gave a nod. She understood the assignment. And Marilyn Monroe, very Americana, in this Oscar de la Renta dress, which she wore on the condition that the fashion house give up fur. So Oscar de la Renta will be giving up fur, which it did, and check out this video of what's believed to be her being kept hidden by sheets. That's when you know you made it.
Oh, yes.
That's when you know you made it.
When you're so famous, people aren't even allowed to look at you.
Not allowed to look at you.
Let's just go. Can we do that again? And all those people, there's like a dozen of them. They have to go home and be like, "What'd you do today?" Be like, "I held a sheet over a celebrity so they couldn't get a photo of them."
It's a job.
And then sadly eat their leftovers.
Well, Lil Nas X made his gala debut with 3 looks designed by Donatella Versace. These were great. There was this giant ornate cape, a golden suit of armor
Americana.
that some are comparing to C-3PO, and finally this slinky black and gold bodysuit. So he revealed it as he walked up the white carpet, and Rihanna walked the red carpet with her boyfriend A$AP Rocky making their debut. She killed it for me in a black Balenciaga overcoat. He wore a quilt-inspired look by ERL. I thought that was Yves Saint Laurent. Let's take a look on that. And it was like a big quilt, like very massive.
Right.
Okay.
We saw.
Okay. Simone Biles.
a blanket.
Simone Biles made her debut in the event in a black bodysuit covered in stars with a custom athletic gown with thousands of Swarovski crystals. Get this, the gown weighed 88 pounds.
How much does she weigh?
That's a good point.
Not much more. I
She's
would assume.
strong, but that's a lot.
She has the most athletic frame I've ever seen on a human being, so I think she can hack it. That's a lot. That's like another person on your back.
That's like me. I weigh 88 pounds.
You do.
Oh, boy. I don't. Simone, I just found, weighs 103 pounds.
There
so
you go.
Very
Yeah.
close.
But she's strong.
And I am too. Tennis star Naomi Osaka really wowed. She wore this multicolored kimono-inspired outfit and a very shocking updo. She said she was looking for her Haitian and Japanese heritage to come through in this. So what do we think about all these looks? Did we have a favorite?
Let me go, because you're very excited about this Met Gala.
Super excited.
What, out of the pictures that we just looked at, what do you think missed the most?
Who do I think missed? I didn't love Naomi Osaka's. I'll be super honest.
You thought you liked the blanket better.
The A$AP Rocky? Yeah, I think I didn't hate it. It's very interesting. I like it, but A$AP Rocky was dealing with voluminous mass, and a lot of people play with mass and volume at the Met Gala.
It's a half-hour show. Which one was the worst?
I didn't like Naomi's. I didn't like
8th
Naomi's.
grade physics class.
What did you?
Mass and volume. Look, I honestly, I just loved that he went out there with the blanket and tried to do. I've said this before we started the show. I like when people take swings. Somebody's got to, with that envelope, you got to keep pushing it, and you're like, that's too far, but then you've pushed the boundaries a little bit. So this is why this is so popular every year, because somebody's going to push it a little too far.
Yeah.
But every year somebody hits it just right. So shout out to him and his blanket.
Yeah, him and his blanket. They showed up late, but the Met Gala doesn't start until Rihanna walks in. Yeah, he had to drag the blanket. What was your fave?
You know, I like you mentioning taking shots, because I'm all for that, right? Go for the fences. I think Lil Nas X went for the fences, right? I think wearing a blanket is not even stepping up to the plate, right? Like, what are you wearing? I'm just going to put a blanket on and get this done.
It is a designer, like, custom piece.
Who cares? Because it costs $1 million, it's cool? That's not cool. You wore a blanket.
Do you give more props to somebody that's stuck with the theme of Americana?
I do. I do.
I kind of think.
I do.
I think it's cool when you do have some kind of boundaries in terms of a theme. So I like, you know, as for the Americana, that's why J-Lo kind of steals it from me. But like you said, Lil Nas X wins the overall competition.
All right, let me ask you the big question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you care?
I secretly like fashion.
Yes.
I do.
All right, let me get to
really
this.
Do. I actually like Biebs tux. We'll talk about that.
Oh, I did like Biebs tux. Some stars turned the Met Gala red carpet, excuse me, it's a white carpet, not a red carpet, into an opportunity, though, for activism. New York Representative Carolyn Maloney showed up wearing a gown in suffragist colors with the words "equal rights for women" written on it. Cara Delevingne also made a statement in this white Dior outfit with the words "bleep the patriarchy" on it. And Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek wore this look to celebrate the LGBTQ community with a world map, sort of quilted, puffy, made into two men kissing. And again, those really massive, voluminous sleeves. They play with scale here. We're playing with scale.
We're talking about volume, people.
Okay. And AOC, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, wore a white dress that said "Tax the Rich" written in red. Some are calling hypocritical because the event is all about rich elites. Jeffrey, nodding your head. Thoughts?
There you go. Well, listen, if people want to do what they want to do, I wouldn't do that, right? I'm not for all that stuff. But let me ask you this. You're all for the Met Gala and celebrities celebrating themselves once again. Why are you so against billionaires going to space and spending their money the way they like?
Because this money goes to the art gallery, and this helps culture.
Instead of all get together and spend money on all these expensive dresses and have people covering them with blankets, why don't they feed the homeless like you said Jeff Bezos
All of this money goes to literally the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is literally causing that museum to have a resurgence of people going to see arts and culture in New York.
How many people are they feeding?
But that's the thing. We can always do this, and that's why you're going to always have this issue where when you're going to get in trouble when you start talking about how other people are spending their money, and whether it's billionaires going to space. Good for you. If that's something you've always wanted to do, have at it. Not what I would do with my money. Fine. But would I take my money and make a C-3PO outfit? Absolutely not. Me and you would probably get season tickets to everybody and go see every game. But J-Lo would not. So this is why when you start trying to talk to people about how they spend your money, you're always going to miss because everybody's into different things.
Yeah, I just, the Bezos thing bothers me with taxes and the way he treats his employees specifically. So I just want to make that clear.
No, we were talking about going to space.
And it's also, I know.
And,
and I think he could spend his money in other ways.
Richard Branson, get Bezos out of here. Richard Branson, you are very upset about billionaires spending their money, but it's okay if celebrities.
Excuse me, Jeff Bezos, I was particularly upset about because he doesn't contribute and he treats his employees poorly.
Can we fight about this during the break?
All right, fine. Coming up on DBL, comedian Jo Koy, he's making us laugh in today's Chatting with the Stars. And 2 women get arrested on a flight, again, after yelling at someone else's kids. We'll explain what led to police getting involved.
Closed captioning provided by
So don't go through everyone.
I can
just
tell
a little bit.
Lydia's getting more
got a
comfortable.
little
Lydia is
long.
obviously behind the camera because
I know.
you and Chris, our
Right, and then
senior
just
EP,
keep
were
going
talking,
through.
and she was like, I'm just going to jump in. And she kind of got it. That's the way you have to do it.
You got to get the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I
it's
could
like,
feel it. I was
I like
going
when people
long,
start
and
to
I could
assert
jump in,
themselves.
but
Once you
also
get
just
your feet
go
on the
through
ground
it.
in a new
Like,
place,
I got used to
yes,
the
you
end,
are
I'm
a
like,
part
man,
of
I
this
did this.
show now, so I like it. So
I can tell she's smiling even under
I
the
thought I was
mask.
supposed
Right,
to do
so Jeff,
everyone.
you
Okay,
you were
got
kind
it.
of talking to Tori about her getting mad at Jeff Bezos getting kind of air quotes wasting his money going to space, but then
Okay.
you kind of implied that this was rich people on the left.
Right, Jeff Bezos was
But about the
I was
New York
using him
Times
for a
did
point.
that.
Any billionaire,
Okay.
even on this show,
Just
people
keep
don't
going.
like the way they spend their money, right? So they always have criticized how they spend their money. But it's okay if you spend
Okay,
billions
but
of
then
dollars and
move
dress
on
like
to the kids.
C-3PO for an event. Like, so why don't you yell? If you're going to be hypocritical and enjoy this,
That's a
why
TV
aren't you
thing.
enjoying the way
Got it.
billionaires spend their
And I
money?
think the hypocrisy lies in that,
Okay,
like,
but
we
I
act
feel you.
like the rich are not also fodder for our, there's your word, for our entertainment. I remember growing up as a little kid,
With the
being at my
sheets.
grandma's
Yeah,
house,
yeah,
and
okay.
she had Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous on. Then we had Keeping Up with the Kardashians. People like to see rich people. So I like to see how they dress, how they eat, what their dining rooms look like. They like the long table. They like the marble staircase. And they also like to say, oh, how dare they, and they're throwing their money away.
But isn't it hypocritical
It's
to tell one person to spend their money but then
hypocritical.
enjoy it on the other hand?
It's extremely hypocritical, but it's a duality of thought that doesn't make any sense, which makes us human beings.
I guess you're not hearing what I'm saying, but we'll talk. What I'm trying to say is I don't think Jeff Bezos contributes the way every of those celebrities does in taxes.
But he doesn't
and
have
treats-
to.
He sure does, in my opinion. He sure does. That sounds amazing.
It does. I thought another show was starting. I was like, can I watch?
Da-na-na.
You wanted to join that show?
Yeah.
That was good. All right, welcome back to DBL. Two women found out the hard way that yelling at kids on a plane might not be the best idea. The women were on a JetBlue flight when they reportedly started yelling and cursing at two kids who were kicking their seat, causing the parents and other passengers to get upset. Police arrested the women and charged them with breach of peace and impairing the morals of a minor.
That sounds like a law from the 1700s.
I've really never heard of that. I want to ask you both parents here, is it ever okay to yell at someone else's kids? Ever?
I mean, I'm sure there's extenuating circumstances, but in this circumstance, no. Okay, I never want to jump in and tell somebody how to parent their kids because I don't like it when people do it to me. If someone's kicking your chair, it's happened to all of us, right? My kids kicked the chair. I apologize. I'm sorry. If the parent isn't, you need to give the parent like a little look.
Heads up.
You need to tell your kid to stop
It's the
kicking my
same
chair.
look at the movies when somebody's
You know
talking.
what you're, without being overly dramatic and starting a fight. And what we need to start doing now is canceling people from airplanes.
I
We need to
agree.
start, listen, you want to act like that? You want to start this big thing on an airplane? Guess what? You can't fly for a year, 5 years, 10 years, banned for life.
Yeah.
FAA no-fly list. This Jeff and I completely agree with. You want to be a child in the air? Then face the consequences.
Absolutely, and just the idea of when you have that kind of moment with a child, I call that the wet cement part of their lives. They'll never forget that time that these ladies screamed at them on the plane, and that will affect them going forward. Were they kicking the chair? I'm sure they were. Was it annoying as heck? I'm sure it was. But this doesn't require you as an adult to lose your composure. That's your line, Tori? That's what makes you snap in this crazy world? A kid kicking your chair? What do you think this is? This is coming from?
Well, my question to you is, what do you do as parents when someone yells at your kid? Like, what would you have done?
Well, now you're going to deal with me.
Yeah, now
right?
you're taking it to another level.
Right.
It's that level of like, you know, when you were kids and you're like, hey, your mom's this or that. You don't know my mom, but those now you're saying you want to fight me. You know what I mean? Those are like saying now we're both on an agreement that we're going to fight. So when you start yelling at my kids, we kind of have an agreement that we're going to fight now.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
That's the oral agreement that you guys just had. That's amazing. Awesome. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with comedian Jo Koy. We'll find out what he's up to in today's Chatting with the Stars.
He and I are in a movie together.
You're not in a movie with him at all.
holidays are still months away, but hiring is already in full force. Let's connect the dots. Retailers continue to deal with staffing troubles. They're trying to hire enough people before the holiday shopping season kicks into high gear. Retail employment is down by 285,000 jobs since February of 2020. Experts say many retail workers who worked through the pandemic quit due to burnout. Up until recently, folks without a job could collect an extra $300 a week in unemployment. Now, retailers have a lot of jobs to fill, and that's good news for workers. Many companies are rolling out new benefits and higher pay to try and lure new talent. But many experts say despite their early efforts, retailers will still deal with short staffing this holiday season. So what's that mean for you? Longer lines and wait time. And that is Connecting the Dots.
That was the only language my mom spoke was yell. Huh? What? Say it again. Say it again. Say it. What did you say, Joseph? What did you say? Turn around. Turn around, Joseph. That's the only language my mom taught.
Oh, man, that's good. Welcome back to DBL. That was a clip from our friend Jo Koy's stand-up comedy earlier. We caught up with him to chat about his new Netflix show, Metal Shop Masters. I'm watching. That's today's Chatting with the Stars. It's good.
The last time you were on, we talked about your book, Mixed Plate. So tell us what you've been up to in the last 8 months.
When the book came out, that's exactly when the pandemic hit. So my tour stopped. And right after that, Netflix gave me the show Metal Shop Masters. But the cool thing is from that special that you just saw, that clip right there, Steven Spielberg watched it and gave me a movie deal. And we shot a movie. And I shot my movie with Android, and it comes out April 2022. It's called Easter Sunday. It's about me, my family, everything. It's so cool.
You're a superstar. Like, what?
I would lead with that, with any conversation. Paper, plastic. Steven Spielberg watched my movie. Now I'm making a movie.
He's doing a movie about my family.
Yeah.
So what are you going to order? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm done talking. All right, Joe, I'm going to shoot this out of a cannon for you. Why did Chelsea Handler pour vodka in here? I just got to know.
So I took my family on a vacation. Oh my God, she did this. She's something, man. So I had water in my ear and I couldn't get it out. She goes, just put alcohol in it. And I said I didn't have alcohol, and she goes, I got some Belvedere, let's use it. And she poured it in my ear. It worked.
No way.
Whoa. Well, let's just warn our viewers. Hey, viewers, just talk to your doctor first. Don't listen to Jo Koy. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah, our DBL lawyers just had a heart attack.
And no offense. No offense, but we're going to need a medical opinion.
You guys said that. Let's go to a doctor for that one.
Tell her that we said it with love, okay? So you recently returned to stand-up. And one of my favorite stories you tell is about you learning how to make rice from your mom. We do have a clip, so let's take a look.
I remember that day. I'm going to teach you how to make rice, and this is the only time I'm going to teach you. Okay? How do I do it? You take a couple scoops of rice, Joseph, put it in the pot. Put water in the pot, squish it around. Clean the rice like that. If the water's cloudy, the rice is dirty, pour that water out. Put more water in there, squish it around. This is how you cook perfect rice. I want the world to know that right now.
So have you taught your son how to make perfect rice?
I'm teaching the world. You know what's funny is that's another one that Chelsea and I did. Chelsea made me go to her house and teach her how to make the rice. And of course, it came out wrong. I don't get it, man.
I like that. I don't know why. I always like when someone goes there with like an intention and then it
fails.
I was broke in college, and I was like, I'll just buy a bunch of rice to like stretch my meals. And as a black dude, I'd never made rice. I'm like, add water and boil it, and it was just like a snowball.
You're not washing rice.
I did not know what I was doing. So everybody does. You're doing the Lord's work. Teach everybody how to make good rice.
Al, when you make rice, people are like, is this mashed potatoes?
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, it's just a different take on mashed potatoes, all right? Just eat it. All right, now let's talk about the important stuff. Metal Shop Masters, because I'm dying to know, like when you're on a set like this, do you pick up any metal working skills?
Ooh.
Absolutely not. Not one. He's good. Incredible. I'm telling you, I've never met these are the most amazing artists on earth. I swear. They took garbage cans, scrap metal, old cars, old car tires, and then they would just make these big, beautiful sculptures. I mean, these artists are not recognized, and I can't wait for this show to come out because they need their light. They need to shine because what they do is incredible. Incredible.
I love that. In fact, you have like a really cool metal sculpture behind you. Was that from one of the artists in the show?
That's so funny. I thought you were talking about the Christmas lights because I'm lazy to take them out of my house.
Not the Christmas lights. A little early there, buddy.
How cool is that chandelier?
Yes.
I was going to mention that when we first started the show, but I was like, is that unprofessional? But I was like,
Jo Koy,
I love that.
Is that from them? Go ahead.
When do you put up your Christmas lights? Do you put them up after Halloween or do you wait till December?
After Thanksgiving.
Oh, I put these up 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They are not coming down ever.
There you go. So before.
The better question is, when do you plug them in? After Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
You don't take them down, you just plug them in.
Do you plug them in all year round?
Oh, right when Christmas starts, I don't stop. I never take them out. It's like, how can you not love Christmas lights? I let them go until about March.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors are like, take them down, Joe. Take them down.
I know. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for chatting with us. And for you at home, do not forget to watch Joe on Metal Shop Masters, streaming on Netflix right now. Thank you so much, Joe. We always love seeing you.
Real quick, though. Hold on. Daily Blast Live, best looking cast on earth, every single one of you.
I was gonna say
beautiful.
Well, thank you, sir. You are a friend of the show. Come through soon, man.
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
weren't part of the initial COVID vaccine trials. So how do we know it's safe for them to get their shots? Let's verify. Our sources are the CDC, fertility specialist Dr. Lori Marshall, and Dr. Tanya Sorensen, a maternal fetal physician at Swedish, who spoke at a recent Washington State Hospital Association briefing.
It's heartbreaking to spend my day in the ICU taking care of women who are pregnant and may not make it and maybe leave their babies motherless. It's really rough.
Across the country, more pregnant women are being hospitalized with COVID than ever before.
We're seeing ICU admissions, we're seeing maternal deaths, we're seeing babies born prematurely.
By now, the CDC has tracked 140,000 pregnant women, and the data is crystal clear.
It's completely safe for them to take the vaccine at any time during the pregnancy. There have been no safety issues at all that have been identified.
The CDC updated its guidance in August, now officially recommending that women who are pregnant or breastfeeding get vaccinated. Dr. Marshall says they shouldn't just do it for themselves, but because there's an added benefit, they'll pass along their immunity to their babies.
The antibodies that are produced by the vaccine are found in the cord blood of babies and also in breast milk, and confer immunity on the babies after they're born. Honestly, I can't think of a single reason why a woman wouldn't get vaccinated while they're pregnant.
Pregnant women need to get vaccinated. We need you to be fully vaccinated. We need you to do it now.
We can verify pregnant and breastfeeding women should get vaccinated against COVID. Not only has it been proven safe, it's dangerous if they don't. With your Verify, I'm Steve Bunin.
Congratulations on year 5, DBL.
Hey guys, it's LZ, your Daily Blast fashion guy. And guess what? You guys are having an anniversary, a birthday, a celebration. We want to say, Happy anniversary!
We have friends. Thank you, Lauren Sarian and Tisha Campbell, friends of the show. Thanks for the shout outs. If you use social media, listen up though. We do have a warning for you. Scammers are coming, and it's time for Security Alert sponsored by LifeLock. The Internet Crime Complaint Center recorded more than 28,000 complaints last year related to imposter accounts, costing users close to $216 million. So to protect yourself, here are some things Facebook recommends when accepting a friend or follower requests. Make sure you're not already friends with a similar or existing account. Check to see if the account has legitimate and recent posts. When it comes to celebrities or popular companies, always look for that blue check mark to ensure it's a verified profile. The FBI also has a complaint form for victims of internet crimes, and it's the best chance you have of getting your money back. If your information has been breached, LifeLock is here to help. LifeLock keeps you and your digital identity secure from cyber criminals. Call 1-800-439-9017 or visit lifelock.com to learn more.
It's important. I mean, you know, I think scamming people online. We've actually done stories about people that thought that they were talking to like Rob Lowe or something, and you might chuckle, but like people don't know, especially if you're not internet savvy. If you're just kind of getting to know it later in your life.
Like Rob Lowe's not reaching out to you.
Right. Yeah. But you might not know it.
If he does, call the FBI.
Exactly. Exactly.
DBL's new every day. We will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. We're grateful for you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.